Stocks have managed to hold on to the gains for the second week in a row. Dollar bounced from the lows for the third week in a row, and gold could be in trouble as a result of this dollar strength. We will also look at Solana and Ethereum as they bounce, while Bitcoin is now approaching all-time highs. This and more in today's edition of MasterChartsTrading.com market recap for Friday, May 9th, 2025. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. This is how this channel gets promoted and how more people will find out more about it. Thank you. If you're a subscriber, stay tuned. We'll be covering various securities such as market breadth, crude oil, natural gas, as well as ETFs, large cap stocks such as Verizon, JP Morgan Chase, some of the speculative securities like Rivian and 908 devices, as well as some of the gold related such as Fortuna silver and Pan American silver. Throughout the presentation, I'll be using my proprietary MasterChartsTrading.com trading indicators, which are available for TradingView. Check them out. I will leave a link to my site in the show note captions. All right, we're looking at the S&P 500 currently. Let's look first at the weekly time frame. And for the second week in a row, we have S&P 500 was able to close above the blue support resistance line. So this is indicators I'm using throughout the presentation. And notice that we have been just barely able to close for the second week in a row. So this week we closed at 5,659, and the blue line was at 5,655. So by and large, we managed to succeed, and we will basically be watching for any kind of pullback, which is quite possible, especially if we look at the 4-hour chart. So currently we're looking at the 4-hour chart. The security I'm using is ticker symbol US 500, which is a CFD, where I'm hovering, contract for difference, from capital.com. The reason why I'm using it because I need to have a continuous security. So a 4-hour chart is an intraday chart, and I need to see what's happening exactly the security each time. There's no gaps. So on the 29th of April, right there where I'm hovering, we saw a breakout above the blue line on the 4-hour chart, and that means that we're now in an uptrend on this shorter term charts. So for now, we're able to close above the green line and hold on to our gains, which is a good sign. I think we can easily continue higher from here. But the bigger concern for me is this unfilled gap that occurred on April 22nd, right there where I'm hovering. So this gap still remains unfilled. It's about 6.5% down from today's price levels. And as they say, market hates vacuum, and that's why the market always tries to fill the various gaps wherever they are. Problem is, of course, is we don't know at what time it will be filled. Will it be filled, right now, or will it be filled in a few years, or maybe sometimes not really that they never get filled. It's more like they get filled so far in the future that people forget about those gaps. So basically, we're waiting which way things will go. Right now, the situation favors the bulls more, but we have come quite far. You see, we came from a low of 4,840 to a high of 5,700. That is a significant move over just like a month or so. That's a 17% move. It's very big. So no matter how you slice it, we're currently overbought. And so that's why I'm kind of paying attention to this gap from April 22nd, is because we were overbought, because we have come so far. I think, we cannot exclude that we will, pull back and see some selling in the near term. Of course, everything is possible, and we can just continue up and gap to new records. That's also possible. Records are not that far, and we're in an uptrend. We're in a new bull market, which means we're going to be expecting new records. Let's switch gears. We're currently looking at the dollar currency index, ticker symbol DXY. So notice that we have the dollar currency index has dropped towards the lows that were hit on Monday, the 21st of April. And it does seem like there is a good chance that we have bottomed. So right now we have bounced back above this yellow spot resistance line, and we're still holding on to it. So it does look promising, and I would, at the very least, I think the bounce will continue towards this red line. So we're about 2% away from there. And so if dollar bounces 2% more, gold will feel this pressure. So gold is traded in dollars. It's XAU divided by USD. So if the bottom part of this equation is getting bigger, it will pull this currency pair lower. So currently gold again looks somewhat vulnerable. There's a possibility that this is a double top. I'm gonna kind of draw it out, maybe like that. So could this be a double top? Sure. Could this be a triple top? Yeah, but we need a third top here. Could this be a head and shoulders? Well, not really, because this is a left shoulder, so not yet. I guess maybe we'd see a bigger structure. But in either case, we don't really care for that. We're just looking at the lines, and we've been able to trade gold pretty successfully. So previous alerts were as far back as February 2024, and really there was no opportunity since. An opportunity, I say, is when we hit the blue line on the pullback. And that's pretty good opportunity, I think. So for now, gold does look vulnerable, but it's also possible that we'll break higher. The reason why I'm not so not sure is because I'm looking at gold miners, and gold miners actually look pretty good. In fact, we're pretty close to 52-week highs again. We were able to kind of close above the green line, so it does look like there's a good chance that the new records will be challenged. So let's wait and see. And then let's switch gears again. We're currently looking at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin actually, I actually bought myself on the 22nd of April. Why? Because you can pretty much see that we had an opportunity to buy because we had a close above the blue support resistance line. We had several before, and they were actually also, how do you call it? They were also good, places to buy. But I decided to buy on this last one. I was correct, and now we're approaching new records. So pretty sure we will hit new records for Bitcoin. The other two cryptos that we occasionally monitor is Solana. So Solana is actually in a downtrend, and if you sold it short, you had good, you made some good money here. Back in March into April, but now there is a possibility that we have bottomed, and we're currently at this red support resistance line. So theoretically, if we close again below the red support resistance line, we should sell this one short, sell Solana short, because it's technically speaking in a downtrend. But the way Bitcoin has been acting, and because of the correlations between the different cryptocurrencies, I think we could end up being caught in a bear trap if we decide to sell it short here. So I would probably just do nothing and see what happens to Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin hits new records. Fairly certain that the rest of the cryptos will follow. And here's another one, Ethereum. We're currently looking at Ethereum. So it's basically the same thing as far as Solana versus Ethereum. So we had a pretty significant drop. This was an actual alert, I believe, for Ethereum on 4th of February to sell it short. So it went from 2,800 to as low as 1,400. That's a 50% drop. So if you were able to sell it short, congratulations. We're currently again exactly at that level where we want to be thinking about selling short. But as I just said about Solana, because of the way Bitcoin is acting, I am just not sure. That's it for this week's recap. Please let me know if you have any questions, and then head over to MasterChartsTrading.com. So I have 3 products, or rather 2 products in one bundle. I have the trading indicators. So trading indicators are these lines on the chart. They're available for TradingView.com. You can have the same lines on this chart on your chart by opening a free TradingView account, then come back to my site, MasterChartsTrading, and sign up for my indicators. Once you sign up, I will open the door for you on TradingView.com interface. Yes, sounds a little convoluted, but that's just the only way it can be done at this point. So you can pretty much trade anything under the sun. For example, here's Ethereum on 30-second time frame, and does look like it's breaking out, so we will be thinking about buying it here basically. If you just want the newsletters, I send out daily alerts and weekly members only newsletters. So this week we will be covering various securities such as market breadth, natural gas, crude oil, ETFs, large cap stocks, speculative securities, as well as some of the gold related, and they're gonna come in the newsletter. Of course, the best deal is to get both trading indicators and newsletters, and if you get a yearly subscription, that's the best deal. It's a $49.95 per month equivalent versus $59.95 per month equivalent if you sign up from monthly. And of course, you get free 7-day trial. So once you sign up, you have time to evaluate. And if you don't like it, you can always cancel. Again, that's it for this week's recap. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and have another great trading week. Bye-bye.